So for me, looking at this stuff, watching it go on or whatever, for me, this is nothing new. One thing that the people are going to wind up saying at some point is, say, using the race part with Pearlie. She was in the UK doing something that us in America would peep before they would, because you're using two different cultures, right? But here's the thing. We got people here that are opportunistic enough to participate anyways. So is Pearl is and I'm gonna take it above that in a sense. We have an issue with the culture vulture thing. One of the biggest issues that we don't say about the culture vulture thing is we participate. See, we support other people who are quote unquote culture vulture our culture more than we support our own culture for doing the very thing. So when it comes to this type of stuff, it's like, and using the manosphere as a reference. For some of y'all, if y'all like or don't like Pearlie, I know y'all heard it before because y'all heard it from other people's channels. But here's the thing. Guess what? Well, hold up. But y'all heard it from other folks' channels. And y'all don't like to watch those. Just see, a lot of times, we've said this years ago, even before this stuff blew up. The brothers are saying something, but it'd sound better if it came from a woman because y'all listen. It'd sound better if it came from somebody white because then y'all listen. And guess what? That's what happened. So for me, it's predictable. You know what I'm saying? And if she can have Nick Fuentes on just like Tommy had David Duke on. Guess what? As long as it's entertaining to us, we're gonna show up. Because what George was saying earlier, and O'Shea know this, at the end of the day, this particular Black Manosphere space, our biggest issue really is we don't do right by each other when we work together. So then we get mad at other people because they take the same stuff that we do in this space and say, you know what? All we're gonna do is work together because they ain't gonna do it. And then you go, oh, I'm watching this person. I'm watching it. That sounds just like them. Yeah, because we've had multiple times in this space where multiple different people tried to hook up and have shows. And guess what? Somebody had to do some backdoor snakes. That's why you see all the individualism now. Because brothers make it hard to work with each other. So when they how they get into the bag? How they get into the bag? Because they could work together without being a punk and stabbing somebody in the back. So until we get that straight, this is gonna keep happening. Because this space has done a lot of great things. It's just it doesn't continue because guess what? Somebody ego get in the way, and then I want to be the man, so I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, okay. And then 6 months later, somebody blow up doing the exact same thing. It's like, well, how y'all gonna rock with them? You blew up the opportunity to be in that spot. That's why you got these people who you feel got lower talent or they're problematic. They're more consistently working with people to be better than we are. And like, oh, but what we can do is beef. Oh, we beef to the point where we get mad at people. How come you ain't beefing? How come you ain't? I was showing up. Your channel could be dead. You could get -3 views on a live stream. Put up, I hate that punk month right there. Oh, it's 1,000 people in the chat. Yeah, you heard it. You heard it. You heard it. You heard what he said. Like, we don't want to admit.
Right.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be a dog about this. We like to talk about the women and the gynocracy, but a lot of us act like the bras that we call these single mothers. We ain't man enough to say, you know what? I gotta kill that in me. I gotta stop doing that Mitch behavior. I can't. You know what? I want to do this. I'm in my feelings, but I'm gonna jump off the porch. But I'm gonna get some attention. See, a lot of us doing that too. And outside, and even when you bring up the jealousy part, what are people jealous about? He making more money than me. She making more money than me. She got more clout than me. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a diss record going. And the killer part, even with the Pearlie or the Adam and all that other stuff, And whether people want to admit this, if for a lot of you guys, if y'all channels was to explode, guess who show you be on? You be on DJ Vlad. You be on No Jumper. You be on Just Pearly. You the same. Man, I just got 250,000 subscribers. Check me out next week on DJ Vlad. Come on now.
Yeah, it says, Shay, in all honesty, this is a byproduct of black conservatism. Y'all going to kill me for saying it, but these brothers all have that affliction. And I think that there's a misconception because nobody was more conservative than our grandmothers and grandparents back in the day. But we associate conservatism with being over there with whites. Black people was the most conservative of us growing up, and I consider myself conservative. I'm a man married to a black woman for 18 years, raising children, and I ain't with the bullshit either, bull crap either. But I don't think that we have to be a white apologist to be conservative. Like, we've lost the idea of what conservatism is. So the part that's disheartening for me, and I'm glad that it's people, is a lot of people in here, because I want to say something, and I want to say this because I don't want this to be a beatdown match, a beatdown on those brothers, right? I want us all to listen to each other for a minute. Just think about Just think about this, right? You got sisters like Courtney Michelle, right? Danica Marie, Crimson Cure. Any one of you brothers could have linked up with one of them women and created a podcast and got it popping.
Right.
Instead of making videos saying that they was frauds and was pandering to men.
Oh my God.
Y'all could have linked up with a Danica Marie. And created a big podcast and took it to the next level after Kevin Samuels died. But because we don't get along and we fail, other groups is watching us. They listen to everything that we say about each other. They watch everything that we do. So Adam 22 can blow up. DJ Vlad can blow up. Pearly can blow up. But at the end of the day, we still sitting down amongst ourselves, arguing amongst each other and going on their shows to make them even bigger, when they're actually making money off of stuff that we created from the start. So I haven't seen, I know what I see. I've seen videos where brothers made videos about Crimson Cure, these women, that they were pandering. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. This woman got like 1,500 people watching it. Why don't you, brother, put something, y'all invest and go get a podcast and bring people on the show and start and take it to the next level, and black people support it. We create, first time I met you, O'Shea, when I came on to your show, I said we create our own. Remember I said that? We do. And then we argue because we always fighting amongst each other so much that we in this black female nature and all this kind of stuff that we can't even work with a female to even get money, to even better ourselves, or vice versa. Like, it's just so messed up. And in these spaces now, for years, we didn't have no control over our image. Nowadays, with this social media, we got all the control we need. We free to control our images, right? Instead of us doing that, we got other people coming in, and now these men, they'll defend this woman. But the argument that I'm bringing is, why are you in the position to have to defend this woman when you was here 4 years, 5 years before her? You had all the opportunity to do what she's doing.